Hey everybody, and welcome to episode 39 of Daisy Knits. I'm Daisy. We're hanging out in the floor of my neighbor room. So you have a little different view. We have a little bit of a bed here, the shop's still here. We have a lovely kid picture, and a cross-stitch picture that I made the kids, there we go, several years ago. Anyways, how are y'all? Doing good? I hope so. It's a bit stormy outside today. It is what it is, and we're going to roll with it. So I hope that you'll join me, and let's get on with this show, shall we? I have quite a bit of knitting to show you. I have 2 FOs this week. I'm kind of proud of that, 2. Last week I showed you the Climbing the Beanstalk socks. That's more of a true color. When I get closer, it's more of a true color. The colorway is Nomeo by Socks That Rock, the medium weight. And I did the socks on a size 2, US 2, I believe. And the pattern is Jessica Cook Climbing the Beanstalk. So I did 1. I did 2. Look at that, 2 socks. And I remembered to flip my pattern so they are reversed. I have an issue with that sometimes. I don't know if I've said that before, but it's true. I have done multiple pairs of socks and the pattern's on the same side on both of them. So pretty. So I basically followed the pattern. I did do my German short row heel. I think she had a fish kiss lips heel. And I just did a German short row. I did do it in stockinette. But these bad boys are done. In the books. Ready for my drawer. And I had a ton of yarn left. This is what happens when you don't pay attention to your yardage. This is 405 yards. Had I realized that, these might have been a pair of socks for my husband, but I didn't, so I have a ton of yarn left. I haven't weighed it. I'm wondering if I could get a whole nother pair of socks out of these. I might try it. We'll see. Live dangerously. A little pair of anklets, maybe. I don't know. We'll see. Anyways, last week I showed y'all 2 different skeins of yarn of worsted weight yarn. And I was telling you I was thinking hats. Well, that has happened. The first one was Twist Fiber Studios. This is her Haywood worsted. And in case you can't tell, this one's already been used. It's done. There are purple and blue little blips in here with white. Actually, the purple's predominant. The blue is little blips where the dye broke. I love it. I made a barley hat with it. And I'm sure almost everybody who knows the barley hat pattern. This is my 3rd one, and I still madly love it because it's super easy, super quick. I did make this one a bit slouchier than I had made my last one. Not sure I'm liking it. I got the lovely whole crazy hair thing, glasses going on. If I set it down though, I am positive my daughter will finch it. So I know it'll be worn. Do y'all hear the thunder? I'm sorry. Storming. It happens. So, hat done. Of course, my ends are woven in. My ends are not woven in because I'm waiting and I'm going to do both hats at once. Because I have another hat on the needles. Do y'all want to see that one too? I should probably tell you, I did these on a 4.5 millimeter needle, US 7, because I promptly finished that hat, and I turned around and cast on a second hat. Here's the yarn, and this is in the Storm Chaser colorway by Highland Handmaids on her Black Ash Worsted. And I told y'all before, I felt like this colorway could use cables. And I kind of hem-hauled around, and then I settled on the Antler pattern by Tin Can Knits. Because apparently I have Tin Can Knits on the brain, so that's what I did. Tin Can Knits pattern, Antler, and when I cast this on, I was sitting on the couch with the kids doing some math. They were working on their math, and I didn't want to get up. So I took my yarn tail, I tied a slip knot in it, and I used it as a stitch marker for the beginning of the round. Am I the only person who does that? Because I was too lazy to get up. and go get a stitch marker. And I was worried if I got up, then I would lose their focus because they were working so diligently. So this is a simple cable. The cables go out and then they repeat up. And I am in the middle of my second one, and I have, I think, 8 to go. So that's flying along there. That is my knitting for the week. I have some ideas for my upcoming knitting. I have a lot of things going on next week. The kids are busy. It's our county fair, and my kids show llamas in the fair. Ironically, I'm allergic to llamas, so I stay away from the llamas. But the kids show, and there's a lot involved. It's not like you load up a llama, you show up, and you show it. That would be too easy. We rent our llamas from our local 4-H chapter, so the kids have to go wash the llamas one day, and move the llamas one day, and sit with them, and show the next day. It's a whole process. Anyways, I will have a lot of sitting time, and I'm thinking maybe a shawl would be good. It would be something lightweight, easy to put down, pick up. I have a few ideas in mind. I just have to settle on which one I want to do. So, I'm checking my show notes over here. As far as spinning, didn't happen. I don't like spinning Jacob. It's what it boils down to, so I'm avoiding my spinning right now. I acknowledge it. I'm going to own it and move on. So, I will finish it. I want to have the points for that, but I'm not thrilled with it. So, it is what it is. Master Knitter, I don't have a lot of amazing things to show you, but I do have a tip for you. Andrea, I think that's how you say it, Andrea Holiday. I will put a thing right here with her name. She is a master knitter. She's on the committee, and she blogs. She's a very regular blogger, but also she does knitting tips. And if you go to her website, on the sidebar is a little thing to click, and I think it's knitting tips or knitting index tips, something like that. I went through this past week and I watched all of her buttonhole videos. I think she had like 8 of them. I watched them all. And then I sat down and I did some of them. So buttonhole has happened. It's not exciting for y'all. I feel like I'm showing you the same couple of pieces over and over again, because they kind of are. But if you are looking for knitting tips, that would be a phenomenal place to go. And the way she has it all linked up and it's all listed out, you click on a link, it takes you right to that blog post. You can read about it, and if she's done a video that goes with it, it'll take you straight to the YouTube video. Not to her channel, but to the video even. And I really appreciate how concise and how easy that is to get around. So I wanted to share that with you. If you're looking for knitting tips, and she does cast on, she talks about bind offs, she talks about, I think lifelines might be in there, buttonholes, doing the figure 8 join. She talks about all kinds of stuff. The link is, or her list is very long. So go check it out. The only other thing I have to chat with you about is in our thread. I am doing a countdown to Christmas. So if you're planning any Christmas items, any Christmas thoughts, come over and chat with us. If you're not, come over and just say, I'm not doing anything, and cheer for everybody else. On the 25th of every month, I am going to draw a winner. And that winner will fluctuate with their prizes, depending on what's going on that month. I wanted to tell Linda, congratulations, she was the winner this month. And she's a prolific gift knitter. Y'all should check out her stuff. She's so loving and generous. The amount of stuff that she gives away is amazing. So, she was the winner this month. Like I said, come and chat and cheer. And maybe next month you'll be our winner. So, I don't have a lot to show you this week. Well, I had a lot. I've already done it. So, next week we'll see how it goes. I will fair warn you that I will probably record on Wednesday and get it out Wednesday. I should have time to do that Wednesday. Thursday's going to be insane. So, it is what it is. I'm happy you came and chatted with me, and I will see you next week.